A homophobic Karen wants to get me fired for telling kids their teacher had a baby and is doing fine. Okay, so I have a pregnant member of my staff, I'll call her Mrs. Sunny because she is always smiling, who went into labor yesterday before work. I think I mentioned that I let her use my office the other day to relax. Well, I got a message from her wife, who is a PE teacher at a neighboring school, at 2 a.m. Wednesday morning that Mrs. Sunny was going into labor and was on her way to the hospital and she needed coverage sooner than expected. The baby is about 3 weeks early, so she thought she had a little time left to get stuff together for a sub and say bye to her students since she was supposed to go on maternity leave next week. Oh well, life, right? I messaged Mrs. Sunny's wife right back not to worry about a thing, I'd cover the classes, and for both of them to just focus on the mommy and baby. So I went to school, cleared some things off my calendar that I really didn't want to do anyway, and covered the classes today. I love teaching social studies, so it was fun for me. I have the planned sub starting tomorrow to finish the school year. Thankfully they were available to start early and I am helping with the lesson plans for the last few weeks. When each of the classes came in today, she had 3 classes today, I told them that Mrs. Sunny was having her baby, that her wife was sending me regular updates, and everyone was doing fine. I then taught the lessons that were planned for the day and everything was going smoothly. So, about 10 minutes after school let out today, one of the 7th graders' mothers came to see me. I was in Mrs. Sunny's classroom straightening up the desk and getting everything ready for the sub tomorrow when she arrived. She came storming into the classroom upset. Here is our brief but annoying conversation. Just so you know, this mother is an assistant manager at a Ross store and the few times I've met her she likes to bring it up a lot and make it sound as important a job as a Navy SEAL team commander. Homophobic mom, hello. Me, hello. How are you? Homophobic mom, my daughter told me Ms. Sunny is at the hospital having her baby. Me, that's right. Her wife said that she is doing well. Homophobic mom, why did you tell the kids that her wife said she is doing okay? Yes, she made air quotes with her hands. Me, because she said she was doing okay and I thought the kids would like to know that their teacher is okay. Homophobic mom, but why did you mention her wife? Yes, she made air quotes again. Me, because she is the one that told me and she would know better than most people how her pregnant wife is doing. Homophobic mom, well, I don't think it is appropriate to talk about homosexuals in the classroom. Me, I wasn't talking about homosexuals. I mentioned that the student's teacher was doing well. Do you have a problem with Ms. Sunny or her wife? Homophobic mom, it's not natural. Not what God has planned. Me, well, you are entitled to your beliefs. I started to pack up to go to my office. Homophobic mom, it's not right for kids to think the gays are okay. How would you feel if your son thought he was gay? Me, well, I have a daughter and she is bisexual. I'm fine with it. I kind of wish she was gay so I didn't have to worry about her and boys. But she's happy and I love her and support her 100%. Homophobic mom, I am going to the school board about this. I know the members. I'll tell them all about what you said and about how you are raising that little girl of yours. Me, ma'am, I don't care if you tell the school board. Feel free to tell them everything. But I very much doubt that with everything going on right now that they will care that I told a class that their married, pregnant teacher wasn't at school because she was having her baby or that my 9-year-old likes boys and girls. And if they do care, so what? Now if you'll excuse me, I have a meeting with the security team. I then walked her out of Mrs. Sunny's room. I know that some people have their beliefs and that not everyone sees eye to eye on everything. However, I am getting tired of parental complaints about stupid stuff that isn't their business. So, in case any parents are wondering. No, I will not force kids to say the Pledge of Allegiance. No, I will not make LGBTQ+ staff and students go to straight camp. No, I will not allow you or your kids to act like bigots at school. And no, I will not kiss your ass because you are a Karen or Ken who needs to feel special. I feel no sympathy for you because LGBTQ+ people love who they love and it upsets you. Update. So I am writing this while I make my morning rounds about the campus saying hi to all the staff and checking if they need anything. I come into school about 45 to 60 minutes before the school day begins. I like to make sure everything is ready before the rest of the staff come in. It also lets me drink my Monster or morning coffee in relative peace. So I am here normally around 6:15 to 6:30. When I pulled up, I saw the early morning custodian's car where she normally parks and I saw a SUV I didn't recognize in one of the visitors' parking spots. After I got out of my truck, I walked towards the SUV to see who would be parked on campus this early and I wish I hadn't. I kid you not, homophobic mom was there with her daughter and her daughter looked like she had little to no sleep. Once I saw them, I continued to walk towards the main building while waving hello. That's when homophobic mom came jumping out of her SUV with her daughter in tow and started calling after me. It was way too early for this. Homophobic mom, mister, can I talk to you for a moment please? Me, wishing death would come for me right now, but using my polite voice, hello ma'am. Of course. How can I help you? Homophobic mom, she pointed to her daughter and herself, have been up all night putting together facts on why you were wrong yesterday. I would like to share the list with you and explain the truth to you. Her daughter did not look like she wanted to be part of this. She looked embarrassed and wasn't making eye contact with me. Ma'am, I only have a few minutes since I have a lot to do before the school opens, but I can give you maybe 5 minutes or so. Homophobic mom, I'll need more than 5 minutes. That's all I can spare right now unless you want to schedule an appointment for sometime next week. Homophobic mom, okay. 5 minutes will be enough. So, the Bible tells us. Hold on a second. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm an atheist. I am not persuaded by religious texts. I respect everyone's right to religious beliefs and I don't bash any of them, but I am not swayed by them either. Homophobic mom, you're a heathen? That explains why you spread impure thoughts. You can be fired for being a heathen, you know? Ma'am, I haven't had my coffee yet, so please excuse me if this sounds less than pleasant, but me being an atheist has nothing to do with me being fine with the LGBTQ+ community. The factor is that my parents didn't raise bigots, they raised human beings. Now if you have a legitimate, non-religious reason why I can't tell students that their teacher is doing okay, then I think we are done here. Homophobic mom, yelling and pulling her kid back towards the SUV. There are laws protecting children from heathens like you. I'll have you fired and your license taken away. Ma'am, if the school district even tried to have a discussion with me about my beliefs or lack of, I'd sue them and win, and the district knows this. And even if you know someone on the school board and they took offense at anything I have said or done the past 24 hours, they can't do a thing about it. You are welcome to tell anyone you like that I am an atheist and that I told a class that their teacher, who had a baby yesterday, is doing fine. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go get ready for the day. At this point she called me a slur and dragged her kid back to the SUV, so it is official. I prefer coffee to angry bigoted parents in the morning.